Hello, I am Max Radical from Grasshopper Media, and this is my new good friend 101. I was sent this video by a friend at Canadian Awareness Network simply asking for my comments on this, or excuse me, actually asking Grasshopper Media's comments on this. And I, Max Radico, the one commonly known as Max Radico, wishes to respond to 101 regarding this video. I commend you 101 for for putting the courage behind yourself to make a video like this. I would love to speak to you on video in front of the world, not to debate, not to argue, not to accuse you of anything personal. I love how you have taken part in feeding people, in doing things, whether it be publicly or by secret means or any of those things, okay? So just off the bat, 101, thank you very much for making videos. Thank you very much for putting out your opinion. I appreciate that. I really do. Now, I am not a free man on the land, and this is directed at free men on the land, so I'm not taking it in any way personal. However, there's a great movie called Secrets in Plain Sight that you can find on secretsinplainsight.com. It's a 3-hour-long movie. If we understand that the Great Pyramids came from before the flood or whatever it be, whenever they happened to come, and that the Egyptians found it and then the Freemasons took it, and it's just a whole bunch of information, then simply maybe you're just ill-informed. Maybe you are, I'm sorry to say, a porch dweller. Okay? Perhaps you're part of an organization that on the lower levels is the most fantastic thing ever, and they don't take any credit for all the awesome stuff that they do. But if you are part of an organization that is so valiant and righteous, why is there so many problems in the world still today? That's my question. Why don't you solve them all? Why don't we solve them all? Why doesn't everybody become a Freemason and we fix the whole world? Because that's what's being purported here, in my opinion, that there is some organization that knows better, and they don't, if you're doing so good, why don't we publicize all of this so the rest of the world can see your example?
Hey everybody. Today I want to talk about all this bullshit that's being spread over the internet about Freemasons. I mean, this is so much bullshit. You got groups out there like, I don't like to throw names around, could get me in trouble because I actually know a few of them. Like the Hells Angels and the Rock Machine and the Banditos. These are real life criminal organizations who, if given the power, that literally would flood your neighborhoods with cocaine and crack and all that good stuff. Freemasons are nothing but good people. I happen to be a Freemason, and all we do is we feed the community. We're members of the business, commerce, and the Better Business Bureau, and all these other organizations that are built to help communities. People on the internet that are saying Freemasons are devil worshippers and they take oaths to hurt children and all this crap. Why don't you take the time to go online and read some of the oaths that we take? I take an oath to, it should be obvious by my demeanor on YouTube. I don't often fall for name calling and all this bullshit like little children who aren't getting their way, and they grew up this way where when they don't get their way, they throw a tantrum and they do all they can do to change the status quo, which never happens because it's based on hundreds of years of experience. It's just disgraceful. I'm starting to get sick of it. I'm not really a ranter here on YouTube, but you're going to see a lot more ranting from me if you people keep bringing up the evils of the Freemason and all these stupid symbols and all this bullshit. You people really need to do your homework and find out who your real fucking enemies are, because it's not us.
Who is us? 101. Who is us? Are you so much a part of your club that you're not part of the greater community here? That these people who may or may not be judging the group that you're a part of and misconstruing or misinterpreting the symbols and whatnot for evil, when you clearly see it as good, these symbols and whatnot, perhaps you see them as neutral. If people see the evil in them, why would you be afraid of that in any way if these symbols are not evil?
In fact, do you know how much food we gave out into the community? Do you know how much money's been donated to overseas ventures, which in my mind is the one thing I don't agree with the Freemasons? I think we should keep it Canadian.
I agree wholeheartedly. And why don't we know? You're asking the questions. Why? Because we don't know. Because you're a secret society.
If anything ever happened and there was an emergency situation in my city, I happen to live right next door to a beautiful Scottish Rite building that's been used in many movies for Hollywood. It's a beautiful building. As a matter of fact, I was married in this building. It's members of the community that get together and that want to see a better world too. Don't lump us in with this. Once you start lumping us in with these quacks, I mean, we're not the Hells Angels. We don't go out selling drugs,
I'd like you to prove that.
hiring your girls into prostitution. We are a legitimate organization that was started by people with a concern for what's going on. We're not out to control your world, your global world. We're just a good bunch of guys who get together every once in a while and initiate each other and go over our oaths and see what we can do to better the world. I mean, give it up, people. Move on to somebody else. Leave us fucking Freemasons alone. We do nothing to you.
I don't know if we could find you if we wanted to. I don't think there's people that are out there trying to find Freemasons. I think we're more or less calling out to the Freemasons to stop being secretive.
Caught up in this goddamn conspiracy world shit, and you've lumped us in with them, and frankly, we're getting sick of it. You know how many fucking millions of dollars that we've contributed to rehabs and getting girls out of prostitution and feeding the community, and I'm just getting sick of it. And, if you don't like it, I got one thing to say to all you people who are scared of Freemasons. Go ahead and keep being scared. Go ahead and run to some other organization who you trust. Because, you know what? You're all fucking doomed.
Why?
Go ahead, go out and join something. Make a difference. You think YouTube makes a difference? YouTube is filled with a bunch of goddamn conspiracy fucking psychos. There, I said it. And I don't give a flying fuck either. So if you don't like us Freemasons and you think we're all crooked, then you know what? Fuck off. And another thing, Freemasons or Freemen on the land, give it up. You're a Canadian. Our forefathers fight for these fucking rights that you people are trying to fucking throw in the garbage.
That the Freemasons flagrantly use towards ends that benefit from the ignorance of the general populace that the Freemasons understand. Perhaps not in your little guild do you guys talk about the legalese of the English-speaking world. However, there's a big conspiracy going on, my friend, and a conspiracy is nothing but two people working together by secret means to achieve an end that is outside their capacity to achieve on their own. That's collusion, actually. So they're colluding.
If you don't want to obey the laws and you don't want to pay your taxes, it's very simple. get the fuck out, because you
would love to obey the law, which is do no harm, and would love to pay taxes to a government that does no harm.
know why? You were never a Canadian to begin with. You don't belong to be Canadian. And I know for a fact, a fucking fact, that most of you collect UI, welfare, income tax returns, all of this bullshit. Now talk about fucking being, freeloaders. It's you people. Now go ahead and disengage from your community and your government and watch how far that gets you.
I want to ask you something, 101. I wonder if you have gone to your club there and shown them this video. I wonder if they laugh at it and enjoy it. I wonder if they are better and closer to you now because of that experience. I just want you to know that the people out in the world will also love you, okay? You don't need to demonize other people in order to have people truly love you.
You won't be able to rent an apartment. You won't be able to get a job. You won't be able to get fuck all. So do me a favor. Get the fuck out of Canada. All of yous. You free men are nothing but a bunch of whiny fucking children who don't like being disciplined. You know when your dad put you over his knee and gave you the belt? It was for a fucking reason. To straighten you the fuck out, and obviously it never worked. You bunch of fucking lowlifes.
Okay, 101, I want to ask one basic question. Out of all of these children that were helped and these women taken out of prostitution and the rehab clinic donations and whatnot, has your club ever helped you? And if so, and it was not public, is that not a conspiracy?